The effort to push for competitive environments, larger than life worlds for the sake of being big, and generic settings for the sake of mainstream appeal are everywhere in gaming. But these focuses overlook the driving forces behind video games' very creation and purpose. Fun. All those aspects are fun. There's nothing wrong with neutral colors for the sake of realism. It's fun to compete. Just because you don't like it doesn't make it bad.
I know. Each one of these qualities can help a game absolutely shine. Using them as a focal point for design, though, usually does more harm than good. Because what is and always should be gaming's North Star gets lost in the pursuit.
The fundamental question here is, what makes a game fun?
Now, I have to fully recognize that question may be the most subjective question possible. So let's refine it a little bit by splitting it into two parts. Pulling back the framework of a game is a good place to start. Realistically, it doesn't take much to make a game. In a literal sense, it's just a set of rules that you don't even need any material for. Go to any playground and you'll see this firsthand. Tag simply states that I touch you and run away until you touch someone else, and then repeat. Simon Says is just listening closely and following directions, simple, fun, and playable for generation after generation. However, in these cases, enjoyment of these games are more about your interaction with the rules rather than the game itself. Tag would suck if you could only run in a straight line and your opponent was faster than you were. And Simon Says would get boring if the person playing Simon repeated the same actions over and over and over again.
Simon says hands on head. Simon says tap the head. Simon says...
Applying that to video games, if you had a fighting game with only 2 characters or a platformer with 1 level, the majority of gamers would lose interest rather quickly.
But if scopes are narrowed and an engaging hook remains at the center of it all, there doesn't have to be much complexity in order to preserve the fun.